So first video of 2021, we're going to be looking back at my favourite makeup and beauty items of 2020. Guys, it's Becky and welcome to my channel. I do plus size fashion, beauty, vlogs, lifestyle videos, stuff like that. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, if it floats your boat, then hit that big red subscribe button down below. And if you fancy, give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And to all of my regulars, thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos. It really does mean the world to me. So as one of you guys requested, you wanted to see my beauty favourites of 2020. So you ask and you will receive. Obviously 2020, I will be honest, like I don't wear makeup as much as I used to. I used to wear makeup every single day. But 2020, we've not been going to work as much. And honestly, my makeup consumption has definitely dropped, but I feel like my spending definitely like a bit of retail therapy, and beauty is one of my biggest weaknesses. So I have picked up quite a few new items for 2020. So for this video, it's going to be stuff that I've kind of discovered in 2020. It might not have come out this year, but it's stuff I've tried and have really enjoyed using for the first time. And also just a bit about my kind of makeup habits and what I pick up. I tend to pick up more high-end stuff if it's like a colour cosmetics. So if it's like eyeshadow, lipstick, blushes, stuff like that, I tend to go high end and treat myself. But when it's stuff that I will use like regularly, like setting powders, concealers, brow products, mascaras, I tend to go a bit more kind of like drugstore, a bit more affordable, because obviously like I'm just using that daily, and I want it to be as affordable as possible. So I have got some like affordable bits and bobs, but I will say I do have quite a few nice pieces, a bit more kind of like treat yourself moments in this video, so stick around. So first up, I think we have to talk about eyeshadow. So let me start with these two. So these are the Natasha Denona, I guess people just call them like the £65 palettes. These are kind of like the most affordable bigger palettes she does, and she came out with the bronze palette first, and I treated myself to this for my birthday. Let me show you it. Oh my god, it is a little bit of a mess, but as you can see, it's just some gorgeous super summery like bronze tones. You've got some gorgeous mattes that you're really easily able to like anchor a look around, but obviously I will say obviously everything is going to come out pretty bronzy, golden, coppery. So it's definitely a beautiful summer palette to pick up. And then in the Black Friday sale on Cult Beauty, I picked up the Glam palette. So this was released after the bronze palette, and I've had my eye on it since it was released, and it is this gorgeous cool tone palette. So I'd say this one is a little bit more you can kind of create a lot more looks, I think, with this palette, because you've got some pinky tones, some kind of brown tones, some grey tones, and smoky tones. You can really do a lot, and I feel this is much more versatile. But the bronze palette I wore so much over the summer, I can't not include it. But I honestly think if you picked up these two palettes together, you've literally got like all your kind of like everyday essential shadows you'll ever need. And Natasha Denona's quality is incredible. Like her metallics are so reflective and shimmery and opaque, and her mattes are just so blendable and just so easy. Like I am no makeup artist, and I really rush my eye looks, and their mattes just blend so quickly, so easily, that I always look absolutely beautiful. I will say that they do skew quite a lot deeper than in the pan. Obviously I'm so fair, I do have to go in quite lightly, but these two palettes are absolutely gorgeous. I think £65, obviously that is a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette, but you are getting the quality, and I would always recommend these over her like 100 and above palettes. They're just so expensive. I have one at home, and while I do love it, I don't use it as much as I use these. And if £60 is out of your budget, definitely check out the mini eyeshadow palettes. They're now available on Cult Beauty. I will link them down below. They're incredible as well. I think I have almost all of them, and they're amazing for travel, and the quality is just as good as these £15 eyeshadows, so highly recommend. And then something a lot more affordable. I think this has been on everyone's favourites list this year, and it's the £4 e.l.f. not trio, quads. There's 4 of them, 4 eyeshadows. So my favourite one is actually still in London. It's the rose water one. It's like a pinky toned, mauvey toned quad. Absolutely beautiful. I actually picked this one up. This is pumpkin pie. I picked this up recently when it was a 3 for 2 in Superdrug, so I haven't actually had a chance to use this one as much as my other ones in London, but these are such good quality for what you're getting, and so kind of nicely put together. I think in all of them you get 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, and you're really easily able to make a look with them. And obviously if there's like a 3 for 2 offer, like you can get 3 of these quads for £8. They've got really lovely colour stories. There's pumpkin pie, there's like a berry one, a jalapeno like green and gold one, which is stunning, acai I remember there's the name, it's like a blue one. These are absolutely gorgeous for the price. Obviously amazing for travel as well. I feel like they've taken inspiration from those Natasha Denona minis that I was on about earlier. So if you're ever in Superdrug and you need to kind of like add an extra item to hit that 3 for 2 or whatever, this could be a great little option. Let me just give you a little close up there. And yeah, they're just super cute, and I really like them. And then final thing for the eyes, guys, it's a bit of a bougie brand. It is Dior. I only kind of have recently got into Dior makeup, and I'm really enjoying a lot of their pieces. This, I don't know what you'd call it, like quint? Is that what it is, a quint? Because there's 5 shade palette anyway. It's such a gorgeous and unique colour story. It's got this beautiful pink glittery kind of top coat shimmery shade, this kind of rosewood satin, this matte kind of just kind of like brown rosy shade, which is amazing in the crease, this really unusual like duochrome lilac-y, bluey, silvery shade, and then another deep matte purple. This palette is just so pretty and so unusual, and they've actually got quite a few really unusual palettes in their range. I think these are reformulated, like re-released this year. They've always done these kind of £5 palettes, but I think they've kind of like upgraded the formula and the colour stories in them. So this one's called Tutu. It's 569, and I absolutely love this. I have also picked up Jungle and Poncho. I find these on eBay for a lot cheaper, and so these are really expensive. This one I actually picked up in Sephora because JP, he basically looks after my I think they call it like an insider account, and we had an offer for 25% off one premium brand item, and I was like, oh, I've wanted this for so long, so I just treated myself. But the other 2, Poncho and Jungle, I found on eBay, brand new, you know, 100% genuine for almost half the price, so really recommend having a look on eBay. But these are absolutely stunning palettes and really unique color combinations that you're not really seeing in kind of like the makeup world. Obviously this is, you know, this is kind of like the high-end designer world, where it's been really interesting, really nice, seeing some kind of more unique pieces. So yeah, love this. And it did come with some little baby applicators, but I don't use them, but I like to keep them just because they're so cute and baby. So now let's move on to some kind of like face complexion-y type products. So first up is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. Oh, so this comes in different shades. I obviously have gone for the light shade, and one of the actual reasons why I really wanted to pick it up was because it has this kind of like closing device. When at the beginning of the year I was actually going to be planning on travelling a lot, obviously going to Luxembourg to see JP, and Laura Mercier don't have any sort of cap, seal or anything, and the powder just goes blooming everywhere. So I really wanted this powder for travelling, lol. But yeah, so traveling didn't happen, but the powder is actually gorgeous. It looks a lot more skin-like, and I feel like it's a lot more like finely milled as well, and it has a teeny weeny bit of a glow. It's not like the Laura Mercier glow powder, which is almost like a highlight. This just gives the reflection of like natural skin. It's an absolutely gorgeous setting powder, and I think it's only £8, and I love how they came out with different shades like straight out the door. Like they didn't see if the light shade was popular before adding deeper shades, so that is amazing. Again, super affordable. I think e.l.f. is actually one of my favorite drugstore brands. The prices you can't beat, and most of the products are really good. I also use this with both the concealers, both the hydrating and the kind of full coverage matte one, and yeah, I love the combination, and I highly recommend the setting powder. And then I did pick up, I think this came out this year, you know, well, not this year, last year, but I think this came out in 2020, but honestly, like the days and months all kind of blur into one. So I picked up the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism blush palette. So I'm not normally one for picking up kind of like these like skin palettes anymore, just because I feel like they put a lot of shades in that you only will suit like a couple. But actually I have used all of these shades. These mirrors are huge and they're giving away my setup, but I have used this so much. I actually use this kind of one down here as a little bit of a bronzer sometimes, but my favorite shade is Soleil, which I think is so ironic because I watched Manny's video when he was releasing this, and he says he doesn't like glowy blushes, but he's actually made the most stunning glowy blush I probably own. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I kind of wish he would like do the opposite of this palette, so make all of these glowy and that one matte, because I just think glowy formulas in these other shades would be incredible. But this blush formula is stunning. It just blends really easily. I think this was £35 for the 6 shades, and they're big pans, like these are really generous sized pans, and I think it was just a really reasonable price for such a really nice formula. And honestly guys, the packaging is just absolutely stunning. It's like raised little like moons, and it's like holographic, and it's like tie-dye. It's so pretty. His brand, he's really put a lot of thought and effort into. I've actually just picked up the Strawberry Dream palette for spring, you know, because it's so like colourful and pretty and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to trying more of his brand. I actually got a lip gloss of his probably a couple of weeks ago, and it's really nice, so I'm really excited to see where he'll take the brand. But yeah, I really do enjoy his blush palette. And then finally, kind of like face and complexion products, is the PS, which is Primark Prime and Perfect Prime and Infuse Instant Hydration Priming Spray. So I think these came out, honestly guys, I can't remember, maybe just before summer when like the Primarks reopened after lockdown, and these are really good. I think they're like £3 or £4 when you compare that to Max Fix Plus, which I think is about £21, and honestly I can't tell a difference. There might be people out there that are like really on it and will be like, this is the exact difference, but honestly I really don't know what the difference is. And they did this in pineapple, coconut and watermelon, and I got all 3 scents and they were all really nice. And basically I have them in all different parts of the world. I have one of these in Luxembourg, I just keep there with JP. One of them is in London and one of them is here with me in Southampton. So these are great obviously if you can get your hands on them when Primarks are open. And I really hope they keep this in their makeup line, because Primark always like changes stuff. So yeah, Primark, if you can please keep this, maybe just do like a normal flavoured one, because I like the scents, but also I quite just like how Fix Plus is just a bit more like neutral in scent. But yeah, for £4 you really can't go wrong, and the spray is just as good as the MAC one. So this is an amazing dupe for the MAC one if you can find it. So now onto lips, and I have fallen in love with these Chanel lipsticks. So basically we went into a John Lewis store because we were picking up some Chanel gifts, and they were basically telling us how these lipsticks had just launched. They'd been in the US for a while, and they'd basically just been approved or something over here, but they weren't crazy for them in the States because they've just got an amazing staying power, but they're not drying, and they're like a double ended situation where you've got the colour and the lip gloss, and honestly it really does work. And so I think obviously the biggest thing we've all had to deal with this year is face masks, and I've always loved a really kind of like glossy, comfortable, hydrating lipstick, and I've just not been able to wear them. Like I've tried and they just get all over my mask, all over my face, and it's not a cute look. So I was super excited to see these in store and to kind of realize that, you know, they work really well, and also you can just wear them with the color without the gloss, which is great. You've kind of got like a dual purpose, and it's just a bit more matte satin, and the gloss kind of does wear down during the day. So I've got the shades Timelessly Beige, which is this one, a bit more of like a nude, Ever Red, which is more of kind of like, it's definitely like a deeper, like bloodier red, if you know what I mean, Endlessly Pink, which is what I'm wearing today, and then Light Mauve, which is a gorgeous light mauve colour. They are expensive, I'm not gonna lie. I think these are £31 each. They're all I've been wearing. All my other lipsticks have just been sitting there like, when are you gonna wear me? And I don't know when I can stop wearing face masks. So I'm kind of seeing these as like a little investment for kind of the time being, you know, just to kind of like tide us over this period where we're having to wear face masks all the time. So if you're having the same issue as me, I highly recommend these. And I know I've just kind of been like slagging off hydrating lipsticks for being so messy, but there is kind of like one little lipstick that I've really been enjoying, especially when I've just been kind of like getting ready to film a YouTube video or just wearing makeup for the day and not going out, and it is the Pat McGrath Sheer Colour Lip Balm in Blow Up. So I bought the little set of lip balms, I think it was like a tenner on the website, and I fell in love with this little nubbin, what's left of it. It's super hydrating, and the colour is stunning, and I think the shade Blow Up is kind of suggesting that it does actually like plump your lips up, and it makes your lips look really nice, but there is no kind of like plumping, burning effect happening. It's literally just the shine and the shade is really like effective. So I liked this so much that I actually picked up the full size. I'm just reach for it here. Oh look, it's a little baby and it's mama. So obviously the full size is a lot bigger, and obviously I've not used it yet just because I just want to finish up the mini that I've got. But they were having a sale where their lip balms were £12, guys, £12. What the hell? So I just had to, like, I know I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. It is very emollient. You will use a lot of it when you are applying it, so I just had to pick up the bigger size, and this is plastic, but this is like a metal component. Feels very luxury, very weighted, and I think the sale is still ongoing, so I'll link it down below. And then on to some kind of like more kind of like beauty related items. This year was the year I tried the Revolution SPF 30 Protecting Boost moisturizer for normal to dry skin. Now this stuff is just such an amazing basic with SPF protection. I love how it's a moisturizer and SPF in one, so you're not having to like layer up and put all these things on. It's already in there together. They do 4 different versions, so they do was it like, yeah, I think there's 4. So there's a 15 SPF, a 30 SPF, and then there is for each SPF there's also one for dry skin and one for oily skin. So they've really covered the bases, and it's just a very simple run-of-the-mill moisturizer that's just amazing for every day. And I think it's £10 for I think 50ml, so you get so much moisturizer. It comes in a really nice glass container, and it's just amazing to wear every day. You don't have to worry about obviously skin damage from the sun. I just love it. It's so easy to use, and I actually can't recommend it enough. Like I've like almost like used mine up entirely. Definitely need to go out and buy myself a new one. And as always, Makeup Revolution always have so many offers on their website, and I think you can buy this at Boots. Yeah, there's literally like barely anything left. So yeah, I definitely need to pick myself one up. But yeah, highly recommend. And something for the hair, it is the Drunk Elephant Wild Marula Tangle Spray. So I have a lot of hair. It is very tangly, very curly. It's kind of like, my mum's always described my hair as like foam wire. It just like coils into itself and like tangles itself. It's so annoying. And to go along with that, I also have a very sensitive scalp. I think it's something to do with having like fair skin. I'm no scientist, I don't know. I'm just very sensitive. So getting knots out is very painful. And honestly, me and my mum have tried so many different remedies, different brushes, different products. And this is the best tangle spray we've ever used. It like melts the tangles out. We can't explain it. It just works amazingly. And I know so many of us struggle with kind of like our little tangles, our little knotties. So this is amazing, and it smells so good. It's like almondy. It's a really like sophisticated smell. It's not overpowering or anything, but it's not like a sweet artificial smell that sometimes you get in kind of like supermarket brands. Yeah, it is, I think it's £19, so it is quite expensive, but it does last a really long time, obviously, especially if you're just targeting it on specific areas. So again, I highly recommend. And finally, it's a little fragrance that I have been obsessed with since the summer. So I actually bought the 10ml bottle of it in the summer, and I went through it. This perfume is so strong but so sweet and yummy. So if you smell the original like Blue Angel by Mugler, I didn't like it. It's very strong. It's much more of a mature scent, I find. And I thought this might just be kind of like a skew of it. I kind of done a lot of research kind of on the perfume and stuff before like buying it, just because like that's just something I like to do. So actually, basically the one thing that kind of keeps this in the Angel family is purely its strength and its sillage. So that's how long it lasts, and it's such a long lasting, such a strong smell. Like it will literally last you throughout the day. So I think the top notes of this are kind of like raspberry and lychee. So it's very sweet and much more of like a younger scent, which is up my alley. I have a feeling if you like Lancome's Viva Vie La Belle, you will love this. yeah, definitely give it a sniff. I think this did actually come out this year as well. Also love how the bottle like stands up like a little, it's like a little star person. It's really cute, and all their bottles are refillable. So if this does become your signature scent, you can just take the top off, buy the plastic refillable bottle, and then you're not basically like having to throw away the bottles, which is really nice that a perfume brand is kind of being a little bit more conscious. And I imagine this is going to end up being one of my favorites. It's actually one of JP's favorites on me as well, which just makes me want to wear it more. Yeah, if you like a sweet girly perfume, definitely give this a go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it won't be too long. I can't stop talking about makeup products sometimes. But I hope you have a brilliant start to the new year. Hope you're staying safe and well. Please subscribe, please hit like, and also comment your favorites down below. I really do love to hear you know, what your favorites are, and I do read every comment I get. So yeah, if you leave me a little comment down below, I would love that. Hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.